United States of America has conducted an airstrike in Nigeria, targeting ISIL in the Sokoto state in the northwest of the country. Both America and Nigerian authorities says that it was a collaborated effort or joint operations. And now the Secretary of War, the Secretary of Defense, Peter Hessen, is saying that there are more that is coming up. There are more that they are going to be preparing to lead or to what put on Nigeria. Now, why am I saying this? There's something that the world is not telling us, or these both states are not telling us. The US and Nigeria, they are not saying the truth. Yes, there was an airstrike in Nigeria on what? Sokoto, which is in the northwest of Nigeria. Now, they are talking of ISIL. We are going to look at both the scenario and the narratives that they are bringing out. Because President Trump is saying that that strike was targeting ISIL in Nigeria, who are killing Christians, committing genocide against Christians in Nigeria. That's what President Trump is saying. And the Nigerian government are also saying the same thing. Now, let's look into it. A lot of Nigerians are panicking right now. A lot of them are panicking, even though some were happy that this happened. This actually happened in Nigeria, that there was an airstrike to terminate the terrorists who are committing crimes against humanity in Nigeria. Now, where the missile landed was a Muslim-dominated area where Muslims or people are being kidnapped, killed, or demand ransom by terrorist organizations. So that area has over 90% population of Muslims. So many are asking where from the narrative that the missile was targeting ISIL in the region where Christians are being killed. From the Americans, that's what they're saying. And not only that, they said they targeted ISIL. ISIL has not known to have any base in the entire northwest of Nigeria. That comprises of 7 states. But where you can actually find ISIL in Nigeria is the northeast and the northwest of the country. Places like Bono, Adawama, and Yahweh states was the place for ISIL and Boko Haram actively for the last 15 good years. And now they are still terrorizing the country. So if I may ask, what is the US and the Nigerian telling us? For the matter of fact, the government of Nigeria is key to avoiding side of religion in this, to avoid backfires and trying to balance the situations by saying this is a fight against criminals, not a target on religious freedom. Now, the question many people are asking is that the Nigerian government and the US is who are the target? And can the casualty on the civilian side be avoided? Yeah, as it stands, now despite a lot of people are worried, some are also happy. But the narrative from the authorities about the strike also reveals their flaws.
The Nigerian government confirmed that the strike was done in collaboration with the United States and with due consultations with the Nigerian government. However, the framing is what is becoming more of a problem now. Donald Trump said they targeted ISIL in Sokoto state, which has been killing Christians and conducting Christian genocides in Nigeria. But where the missiles landed is majorly a Muslim state, Muslim-dominated state, and of course, much of the people who've been kidnapped for ransom or killed by the armed groups operating in that area are in fact targeting local Muslims. Over 90% of the population is Muslim. So basically, nobody is certain where the American narrative came from. And one of the things they said, they targeted ISIL. ISIL is not known to have any official base in the entire northwest of Nigeria that comprises about 7 states, Sokoto inclusive, in fact. Where you find ISIL is actually in the northeast of the country, not the northwest of the country. Places like Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe states. That's why we've seen Boko Haram and ISWAP active for the last 15 years, and they continue to do so. Recently, on the 24th of December, they attacked a church with they attacked a mosque with a suicide bomber, killing about 4 or 7 people as the authorities continually shift the numbers. So basically, that is what is happening at the moment. It looks like the Nigerian government is keen to avoid the issue of religion in it, simply because it will definitely backfire on the authorities there. They're trying to balance the situation to say that this is a fight against criminal gangs and not a target on religious freedoms or something like that.
Now, let's get back in time. A while back, a pastor came out to say and lament heavily, make noise, saying that Christians are being killed in the northeast of Nigeria. A lot of Christians are being killed, even pleading to the government and even calling on the Secretary of Defense of the United States of America and asking President Trump to help them because they are being killed in Nigeria. And that video actually surfaced, especially on TikTok, where the President of the United States of America was tagged.
Came out openly and denied there is no massacre. There There is no genocide of Christians in Nigeria. And look at it today. Is there any Muslim here? United Nations, I know you're watching it. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing. I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump. Now, please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria.
Apparently, just a few days later, the president of the United States came out to say that guns are blazing. He's giving Nigerian government to do something about this. If they could not, if they can't, it will be fast and vicious. And they witness what they have never witnessed in their entire country before. He is going to come and do the needful to kill all the ISIS that are committing heinous crimes against Christians in Nigeria.
Government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns are blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities.
Now, we all see what has happened currently in Nigeria, the airstrike on the northwest of Nigeria, in the Sokoto state of Nigeria. So we all have seen, we have witnessed firsthand. Yeah, this is America with collaboration with Nigerian authority. What I want to say is that we Africans are not doing our job. We Africans are not doing what is necessary, because despite the narrative has a flaw in it, the narrative is different. But yes, still, they delivered what they want to do. Okay, in this, when the things came out that Trump said they are coming to Nigeria, a lot of people spoke up. Nigerians are saying, why do you want to take our sovereignty for us? Why do you want to violate our sovereignty? And so a lot of things. They are saying Trump just wants opportunity to come to Nigeria and come and steal. That's what people were saying. Yes, it can happen because evidence were there. What happened in Afghanistan, Iraq, and so. Yeah, we know that. But he delivered what he wanted to do. One also, when this thing came out that Nigerians, Christians in Nigeria are being killed, the authorities rejected the claims that nothing is happening to the Christians in Nigerians. But are Christians being killed in Nigeria? Yes, absolutely. Christians are being killed in Nigeria as we speak. So the authorities doesn't want to act. Why are they not trying to act by then? Before now they are acting. Now, what did they not want to act when these were getting intense? Also, let's look at this part. Are there Christians only that are killed in Nigeria? Not absolutely. Are Muslims still being killed? Yes, Muslims too are being killed in Nigeria. Especially where this thing happened, the airstrike happened recently, was a dense populated area for Muslims, where Muslims are being killed, abducted, and ransoms are being demanded by these terrorists or these extremists. So that's where that airstrike happened recently, not where Christians are being killed. That's where Muslims are being killed. That's where the airstrikes happened recently. So both Christians and Muslims are being killed by these insurgent organizations. So that's it. A lot is happening in the case of US and with collaboration with Nigeria airstrike that happened in Nigeria. A lot is in it, and the authorities are not saying enough, because what actually happened reveals some flaws in their communications, in the narratives that they were bringing out. That's what I just want to let you to know, guys. What do you think about what happened in Nigeria? What do you think? Whatever it is, just drop your opinion in the comment section. Do you think where they are supposed to put the airstrike, that's not the correct place, or it was not coordinated well? Whatever you think about what is surrounding the airstrike that happens in Nigeria, drop it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this channel.